The most important part to glute growth, and I feel like nobody talks about this, but how many glute exercises should you have in one glute workout in 60 minutes? We're gonna show you guys that today and how Camilo grows hitting the upper glutes and under glutes. But we're gonna give you guys the at-home version. So I always recommend 4 weighted exercises hitting the upper and under glutes, and then 2 banded exercises at the end for getting that metabolic stress and getting high reps. And that's where I like to set the burnouts at the end of the glute workout using your banded exercises. Always warm up with the fabric booty band when you guys are about to hit these glutes. We go for about 1.5 minutes just doing these lateral walks and a slight squat, just so we get the blood flow going, warm up the hips, warm up the glutes. And then she'll do straight leg kickbacks. I'm gonna grab something from your leg.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
Who put that
And then
there?
we'll do, it was actually just the
was
lint
mine,
from your,
yeah.
and then we'll do some straight leg, or sorry, step backs. We'll do some step backs with that band. Just also warming up the glutes, the upper glutes. So 2 rounds is what we'll do, and then we'll get going. But yeah, we're gonna show you guys today how many glute exercises should be in an at-home workout for hitting both upper and under glutes and seeing growth at home. So 4 weighted exercises and then 2 banded exercises. Keeping it simple, repeating the same exercises over and over again. Camilla, would you say that's how you see the most booty growth?
Oh, for sure. I always like just change my exercises each time, like same exercise but different routines, you know, like
Yeah,
sumo
like you'll
squats,
pair
super
sumos with hip thrusts, and then you'll pair
RDLs and hip thrusts.
RDLs and hip thrusts, but you're repeating those every
Yeah.
week, which is why you have a 3-day workout split, because you're just rotating those exercises and maybe pairing them and structuring your glute workout from beginning to end differently, just depending on the day, where you hit anterior sumo squats or you hit posterior chain RDLs, good mornings. But we repeat the same boring routine over and over again. That's how the glutes grow. So yeah, this is what the step backs look like. You can go more at an angle like she is, or you can just go straight back. Either one, wherever you feel the most activation. But this is where you guys activate the glutes. You guys always ask, like, how do you activate the glutes? It's really like the warm-up is activating the glutes with the fabric booty band. Yeah, same warm-up every time. And then maybe some stretches.
Yeah.
What do you usually do? I usually see your stretch.
Like more like no static stretching.
Yeah, like the inside the groins. Because when you're doing like squats and hip thrusts, these are always gonna be tight, the inside of your groins. Okay, we got hip thrusts to start. Always love to start with the hip thrusts. All your energy and your strength is at the beginning of the glute workout. So we wanna put that mind-muscle connection. We wanna get the highest glute activation in these hip thrusts. So we will go 4 sets of 15 at home using your peachgainz hip thrust belt to attach your dumbbells. So she's got 30 pounds here. Now at home, I like to do supersets with body weight, focusing on the mind-muscle connection so you get longer time under tension. So right after this, we would superset with some single leg hip thrust, but body weight. You can go 10 to 15, and here we are. We're just gonna do 10 more right after that set, focusing on that squeeze. Good. But this is how you guys make at home more effective when you don't have more weights. You want to have these supersets where you're keeping the time under tension in your glutes. Really good. And we're gonna start with these. We're gonna start with some hip thrusts, superset with some single legs, and then we will do 3 other weighted exercises as well, and then end with 2 banded. Next one, we got the deficit reverse lunges. So just find something where you guys can just drop into a deficit. It doesn't need to be as deep, but something where your knee can drop down into some sort of elevation to overload your glute. So we will go 3 sets of 10 here. So having the dumbbell on the opposite hand of the leg down. Okay, so here's the second weighted exercise we would do at home in one glute workout. Hitting the under glutes, really good. Next one, we got RDLs. So we're gonna go 2 leg, so you guys can practice these and reaching into a deeper hip flexion. It's a little harder to do that on a single leg. So I want you guys to watch where I want you to set those dumbbells sooner at mid shin, right there. Okay, now that's gonna tell you can drop your butt lower. So stop in the mid shin, okay? Right there, drop your butt. Yeah, there you go. She's really flexible, but if you guys continue to reach those dumbbells down to your ankle, you're gonna round your back, right? So to make these more glute focused, we wanna sit into a deeper hip flexion like that. Sort of treating them like a deadlift. Right there. That's good, yeah. But you're still gonna feel like your butt is high. Yeah, there you go. And you're gonna sit back onto those heels. Let me look at it from a distance. That's good. Yeah, you see how your toes are coming up? Now all your weight's back onto your glutes. Beautiful. We'll go 3 sets of 15. So that would be the third weighted exercise we would do at home. So this would be the fourth weighted exercise at home in this one glute workout. You got the band, adding that resistance and that activation for you, and then you got a 30-pound dumbbell, getting all the way up to squeeze. Notice when she gets up and squeezes, she keeps that dumbbell on her hip. So as you guys move up to hip extension, you squeeze, keep the dumbbell up there on your hips, don't let it roll down. Resist the dumbbell, really good. I love these. And we'll go 4 sets of 10 to 15. So we're gonna do kickback crossovers with the fabric booty band. These kill the glutes, you know this. You actually wanna elevate yourself. So I'm gonna elevate her. So then your leg has room to kick up and over. Yeah, start at mid-thigh so you can get up and over, get that range of motion, but still get enough resistance. So up and over, just like that. Yeah. So make sure you get up before you get over. That's the main part of this movement, is to contract the glute and that hip extension, and then over for the lateral glute. And we'll go up and over as one. And we're gonna do 15, we're gonna do 2 sets. And then we're gonna superset this with another banded exercise, but these will have your glutes on fire with the fabric booty band. But yeah, mid-thigh, so you get enough range of motion, but then you also still get good resistance. And then the goal is to eventually get it to here, but you saw Camilla's really strong and she can barely do that.
Right.
So these are banded frog pumps. So putting that band mid-thigh, so 1, you can still keep good resistance, but 2, you need to keep your knees open. It's not a glute bridge where your knees are parallel. They need to be open, okay? So we're getting all the way up to squeeze, get that 1 second squeeze. And you guys are doing these banded exercises, allow your glutes to contract for a second. Get that mind to muscle connection, don't rush through your reps. You're gonna lose that glute activation, that mind to muscle connection. And that's the whole point of these banded exercises set at the end of your glute workout, is to produce that pump. Get that metabolic stress. We're trying to isolate the booty to grow. You need to hit those muscle fibers over and over again. And that's why we do these banded exercises. Good, so we'll do those 2. We're gonna go 2 rounds. So for the banded frog pumps, she's gonna do 2 rounds of 30 to 40 because she's more advanced. If you're just starting out, I would set your goal for that 20 to 30 rep range. And next video, stay tuned because we're gonna show you guys on a whiteboard how to find the amount of protein and calories you guys need depending on your weight. Because that is most important, and that's how Camilla went from 39 to 41 inches. She ate calories and protein.